Was your graduation ceremony last night or this morning?
Yeah, it was last night, 7:30. Sir.
How's that?
It was good. It was good. I was even more happy because it was about 6 or 7 of us that all graduated last night. So, you know, it was fun being with them. You know, we got to kind of take a bunch of pictures and all that kind of stuff. Kind of felt like we were in high school again. Yeah. You know, but obviously it's college, and, you know, it's a huge thing for us. I mean, you know, a lot of guys where we come from don't graduate college or don't get a chance to come to college. So it was huge.
A lot of family there today?
Yes, sir. I'm actually the second person in my family to graduate college. So, you know, they're extremely proud. Grandmothers, cousins, my mom and dad, my sister, they were all here. So, and they still are here, so they'll be here for the weekend.
What was it like having a few days off away from football, finals, and graduation?
Yeah, it was great. I mean, knowing that you have time to actually study, you know, I kind of think if I was just a normal student, man, I'd get straight A's. You know, like you kind of can't fail in college because you have so much time to prepare, and then, you know, the way they, you know, teach you and all that kind of stuff is right there for you. So when you take the test, if you study, you'll be fine. But, you know, with athletics, it's kind of hard to balance it all, but you still have to. But when we did have that week off, it was great. You know, I was able to get all my academics out of the way and was still able to graduate.
Physically, do you think that helped just having
definitely
not to throw or do anything?
Yeah, definitely. It can be good and bad because you don't want to get away from it too much, and then when you come back, your body's still sore and all that kind of stuff because it's kind of like when you don't do something for a long time, then you automatically get right back into it. It can hurt you sometimes. But, you know, we kept throwing the ball. We still did 7-on-7 routes and all that kind of stuff on our own time, so that was good.
You gonna go pose with Coach Bowden like that girl is right now?
Oh wow, no, I didn't do that, but I might have to. I still have my cap and gown, so I could probably get that done.
You saw the real Coach Bowden the other day. What was that like?
Yeah.
I hadn't seen him for a couple years.
Sure, I don't think I saw Coach Bowden since the bowl game, the Gator Bowl, and you know, he was really happy to see me. Actually, he gave me a hug right before I got my award. Shook his hand. He was really proud of me, and you know, it was great to see him. You know, he kind of included me in some of his speech, which was cool too. So, you know, I was happy that night. It was definitely great to see him.
Coach has said that the regular season's over, that the bowl is almost its own season. Mm-hmm. Does it sort of feel that way preparation-wise?
Yeah, definitely. I think Coach Fisher's always called the bowl practice like a second spring practice. You know, having, you know, 15 practices to get ready for a game or a team like this. And I think we always prepare very well for bowl games because we have such a long time to get ready for them. Our coaches, they do a good job game planning just within 5 days, but when you have 15 practices, it's even better. So I actually like bowl practice. You got to take advantage of it and kind of use it as a second spring, like Coach Fisher says.
I know some fans think, you know, there's too many bowls and too many teams go, but I know you didn't accomplish what you wanted to this season. But as a team, still really looking forward to this game and really looking forward to doing this?
Definitely. I think...
Is this a reward for the season?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Not even just about the season, but just for us as players. You know, we always want to play big-time games. So if we can go out there and beat Miami, beat Florida, and then also come up with a win against Notre Dame, you know, that's something we could say 30 years from now that we did, you know, as a team, the 2011 team. Even though we didn't reach all the goals that we wanted to, this is still a great way to finish the season. So we're looking forward to it. You know, the Dame's always, you know, a prestigious school. You grow up watching Rudy and stuff like that. You know what I mean? You get the chance to either play for them or play against them. So we have the opportunity to play against them, and we're looking forward to it.
How anxious are you guys as an offense to finish the year on a good note since you guys even struggled a little bit the last 2 games?
Yeah, we're definitely looking forward to it. You know, we have kind of a chip on our shoulder, knowing that we can do a lot better and to be detail-oriented. I think that was the biggest thing. Everybody, we weren't necessarily on the same I think, tempo that we were earlier on in the season. And I can't really point my finger as far as what it was or anything like that. It's a long season, but that's not an excuse, you know. So we're looking forward to it, getting some time off, and then having these 15 practices prepared for these guys. And we plan on going out there and doing well.
You just mentioned tempo, and Jimbo's mentioned the team kind of lost its rhythm offensively. What does it mean? I mean, just to us.
Right. I think just being fluid, you know, just going out there and not having a bunch of 3-and-outs and things like that. Like, that's very uncommon for us. I felt like even in the games, like, what's going on, trying to figure out what the problem is and things like that. So not saying that we know exactly what the problem is. I think the biggest thing is just continue to move the chains. It's as simple as that. You know, get first downs, and obviously that'll lead to a touchdown.
So once you have a 3-and-out, does that kind of break the confidence?
I wouldn't say it will break the confidence, but I think early on in the game we definitely need to come out there and make plays. I would say that's the biggest thing, to come out and jump on Notre Dame because they're a great defense. And I think our defense, they've been playing lights out, you know, over the past, I think, the whole season. I think they've done a great job. But, you know, the main thing for us as an offense is to come out there kind of on fire.
You
played a really huge role in each of Florida State's last 2 bowl games. Do those experiences help you at all going into this one, do you think?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I think being able to play on a big stage like that is always great. And it was kind of funny. My cousin asked if I was going to be nervous walking on the stage last night. I was like, no way. I mean, we playing big games all the time, so, this isn't anything. But, playing the bowl games is always great because it's the end of the season. You get to go into the next season with a good taste in your mouth. And I think that's something I always like to do. So I want to go out there and play well and then kind of have that whole, however many months it is until we start again in August, to have that good feeling in your stomach. So that's the biggest thing to me, just kind of going out there and having some pride about yourself and doing well.
Jimbo said most of the juniors that submitted to get their evaluation from the NFL. I assume you did that. And what are you kind of hoping to get back or hear back from them?
I hope something good, not anything bad, obviously, but I just want to see where I'm at, and I think that's something Coach Fisher has always, kind of wanted us to do as juniors, just to see what the NFL thinks of us. So that was the main reason we all did it.
Will you sit down when you get that back with Coach Fisher? Because I guess they'll tell you certain areas of your game you need to work on that
right.
and go through that with him.
Well, I don't necessarily think the one that we sent in, I don't think they give you a critique of what you need to work on. I may be wrong though, but I think they just kind of give you an evaluation as far as what round you would be drafted in, considering if you went to the draft this year. So definitely, he's going to review it with all of us. I think it was about 8 of us that turned it in. So we already talked about it right before we sent it out and all that kind of stuff. So he's going to help us out through that whole process.
When do you think you'll get that back? Or they said about it?
I'm assuming in the next 2 weeks, next 2 or 3 weeks. So.
Are you guys talking at all? Do you even talk to the guys the other juniors who might be thinking about going? Do you lobby them, or do you just kind of leave it to them?
We talk about it, but I don't think anybody. I think everybody understands that this is the most important thing right now. We're not really worried about the NFL. We're not really worried about who's making plans to do what. Who, you know what I mean? We're focused on Notre Dame. So it comes up just in friendly conversation, outside of not just over here, but we're hanging out and stuff like that. But when we come over here, we're all about Notre Dame. So I wouldn't say it's anything detrimental. Guys, we're trying to beg guys to come back. You don't let the guy make the best decision for himself. But at the same time, we know what's important right now.
You started to look at Notre Dame on film at all?
Yes, yes, sir.
What do you see from them?
Good defense. I think we'll be able to make plays, through the air. And that's something that we really need to get jump started because the past couple of weeks we haven't put up a lot of numbers through the air. We've got it done. We've got by because our defense has played so great, but we definitely need to get our aerial attack back on track like it's been early in the season. So I think we'll be able to take advantage as far as that. But I'm sure those guys will be ready for us, just like we'll be ready for them. So when you have 2 good teams that match up well, you just gotta go out there and play.
EJ, when you guys were rolling, it seemed like you guys were really stretching them vertically. You think
right.
the Duke game, the Maryland game, you make some big pass plays in the air. Have you not had as many of those? Not as many opportunities? I guess has that changed a little bit in terms of those deep shots?
I don't know because I don't know. Just the main thing is to get back out there and do it. I can't really say as far as the games pass because I'm not going to put blame on anybody.
Right.
If anything, I put it on myself. So the biggest thing is just try to make plays. That's whether it's a short pass, a long pass, intermediate pass, long run, short run, it doesn't matter. As long as we out there winning games and putting up numbers, that's the biggest thing to us.
EJ, last week when you were out there, you had a chance to play in the first team line with a couple of the true freshmen. I think Hosway and Trey were out there a little bit. How did those true freshmen do out there?
I thought they did a great job. I thought they did a really good job. They didn't seem like deer in the headlights. They were out there doing what they had to do. Coach Trickett is going to get those guys ready no matter what. So if they do happen to start, in the bowl game, I think they'll be, more than ready to go out there and do what they need to do for us.
One more, guys. He's going to get.
One more.
All right, thank you.
Thanks, EJ.